there. Anyway, do we have any emergency traffic? KD0JNQ control. It's all about you. Let's go. Is there any emergency traffic? All right. Looks like the emergency traffic thing's going fine, going well. We don't have any here. So anyway, yeah, okay, I'm on the right frequency. Okay, we don't have any of that going on. So let's see. We've got one person on the net. Okay. So anyway, here we go with the beginning of the show. First things first, we're just going to talk about the different nets that go on. And the one is on Thursday on Thursday night with Corey, the Aries net, which goes on from 7 to hello Frank, 7 to yeah 7 on 146 880. Boy, we can tell I'm kind of spaced out. It's been one of them different days for me today. So anyway, 146 880 600 off with a 77 hertz tone. There we go. I'm getting it now. I'm getting it back. Oh yeah, we're ready to rock here. On Friday night we go into the 147 315 at plus 600. Y'all don't forget that. Plus 600, no tone, and that's digital narrow mode. And they have their net up there with Mike or with John and Roger. Okay, then we come on into Sunday night. Sunday night starting from 6 to 7 on the 146 910. Okay, 910 minus 600. Okay, but I forgot the tone, and I forgot to write it down. So you got the tone. I think it's 114.7 something. I got to get in here and look again, but it looks like I forgot to write it down on this page. So we'll check the other page. Then at 7 o'clock is the 700 net. Darn it. I put this new mouse up here, guys, and I'm really struggling with it. Anyway, we have the 700 net at 7 o'clock on Sunday night. Starring, you know who, your fave, Big Bad Steve. So here we go. And then you go on, and that's at 146 700, 600 off. All right, with a 77.0 tone. I'm going to try to keep that down so we can all see what's going on here. And then I'm going to let the key go and go on just a little bit further here. All right, there we go. And I'm on a different radio, so I'm hoping the audio is loud enough in both places. Then what we do is we go from there. We'll be going to the 146.430, which no, that's not right. It's 147.315 dot yeah 315 minus 600 or plus 600, but that's where I'm not sure the tone is at either, so we'll have to have John come in and let us know that again. Okay, and then let's see, where do we go from there? 745, we've got the simplex net, which is at 146.475, and that is no tone. No offset, so there we go. We're good there. Then we go into 8 o'clock, the official W0BXR Radio Club's official net, which is at 8 o'clock on the 146.880. That's at 600 off. And being 600 off, it's also at 77.0 hertz tone. Okay, and that goes to somewheres in and about 8:15 to 8:30. And I'm going to take, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to start advertising this at 8:25. So Pat, if you're listening, 8:25 on 144.265. Okay, upper sideband. Pat's up in Clinton, and he's having his net up there. So you all are welcome to come up there, and that's at 140 or 144.265 upper sideband, and that's where that's at 8:25. And then from then I believe it's 9 o'clock on the 146 910. There's also another net that goes there. So that one's all there for y'all. We're going to let the repeater do its thing. And Steve find a pencil here or a pen or something to write with. And I've got it now. Are you ready, Scott County? Bring it here. KD0JNQ. Let's go.
This is Alpha Echo Zero India Tango AE0IT Mike and Long Grove. Good evening, Steve and the net.
Thank you, Mike. Appreciate you coming on in. Do we have any other Scott County check-ins? KD0JNQ.
This is November 0 Romeo Hotel Sierra and 0 RHS. John in Princeton, and the tone on Roger's repeater, Steve, is 114.8.
Okay, it's 0.8. I thought it was 0.2, but thanks, John. Appreciate that, and thanks for coming through, man. And we'll look forward to hearing from you in a little bit if you're here. Let's see. I'm hoping the audio is loud enough here. And next, what we'll do is we'll just see, are there any other Scott County check-ins? KD0JNQ.
This is KB9LOB, Brandon and Bettendorf. No traffic. Good evening.
LOB. All right, Brandon, thanks for coming through, man. We appreciate it. We'll look to hearing from you if you're here a little bit later. All right. Do we have any other Scott County check-ins? Come on in, man. We're waiting on you. Let's go.
This is Kilo Foxtrot 0 Foxtrot Delta Whiskey, John and Davenport, no traffic.
Delta Whiskey. All right. Kilo Foxtrot 0 Foxtrot Delta Whiskey, John. Thanks for coming in, man. Appreciate it. We'll look forward to hearing from you in a little bit. KD0JNQ. Net Control. Do we have any other Scott County check-ins? Bring it in.
This is November 1, Alpha Whiskey Bravo. Mitt from Bettendorf. Good evening, Steve, and everyone on the net.
Whiskey Bravo. Mitt. All right. Thanks for coming in, Mitt. We appreciate it, man. Look forward to you in a little bit. Or y'all can hear me. Okay. Sorry about this cough, too, y'all. Someday it's going to come through. And it's just going to be gone. Okay. All right. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, how about it? Do we have any other Scott County check-ins? KD0JNQ.
This is KF0ITI, Joyce and Bettendorf.
Miss Joyce, thanks for coming in. Appreciate it. And all that you do, too. Thanks for coming in. Appreciate it. And we'll look forward to hearing from you in a little bit. That's KF0ITI, Bettendorf. All right. Do we have any other Scott County check-ins? KD0JNQ.
Is KE0 SAW, Matt and Davenport. No traffic and nothing really to talk about tonight. So we'll say 73s to all y'all.
All right, Matt. Thanks for letting me know who you are. Gosh, that was awesome when I got that text. I just didn't read it till after the net last week. Otherwise, I would have been able to say thank you because your daughter's a very special friend of mine, and I know her dad real well. So thank you for her. Your wife. What am I saying? Your daughter. Your wife. And thank you for coming and letting me know that because the Johnson family are special people. Anyway, we'll come back. If you're here, Matt, you're here. If you're not, you're not. So we'll look into that in a little bit. Do we have any other Scott County check-ins? KD0JNQ. Okay, made it through the Scott County part. Now, how about it, Clinton? How about it, Clinton County? KD0JNQ. It's all about you. Let's go. Ooh, 5 people. Cool.
Oh, well, this is W1HAM. Checking in.
Steve.
Okay, we got Kelly. I got him there. W1HAM. And I think that was Pat. Was that you, Pat, on the other side? Bring it in, man. It's all about you.
KD0GVB, and I got a few quick announcements here, Steve.
Yeah, why don't you go ahead and take care of it, Pat? That way we got you out of the way.
Good enough. Yeah, you're correct. After the 8 o'clock net, the sideband net starts about 5-10 minutes after the 8 o'clock nets are done up in Sterling and at the 8-8. And I just want to let everybody know, if you go to hamactive.com, there's a real cool contest going on. It's called Winter Heat. It's a simplex contest. We're having a lot of fun with it, and I highly recommend it. It's 2-meter VHF, the digital modes, even some 6-meter and 220. So if you want to look into it, that's great. It's a lot of fun. Back to net. Thank you, Steve. KD0GVB.
Okay, Pat, thank you for those announcements. And if you're still here when we get back, or come back around to you, you know the drill. And we'll come back and look forward to hearing from you then too, if you're here. I got one question before I go, Pat. Is it convenient to advertise 8:25, or should I just make it 8:30, and then that way you're safe?
8:25, 8:20. It's all fine. It's all good. Somebody should be on the air or trying to check in. You're doing a good job, Steve. Thanks a lot for promoting it.
Oh, you got it, man. We need to promote them all. I found the Galesburg frequency too, and a couple other ones that I just got to get the info for them. We're going to start promoting their nets too for them, and it's just something we need to do, Pat. It's just something we need to do as hammers and clubs and everything else. We just need to support everybody else and let them know that we're behind them. And thanks for coming in. I look forward to taking and talking to you a little bit. How about it? Do we have any other Scott or Clinton County check-ins? How about it? Clinton County, KD0JNQ.
Hey, W1HAM with a quick comment.
Oh, go ahead, Kelly. It's all about you, man. Get her done.
Yeah, I just wanted to say this because I'll probably be on the Clinton net before you get back to me. I just want to reach out to everyone, especially the newer ham operators, to come to the Davenport Radio Amateur Club meeting, because we're going to do some kind of a presentation for the newer hams in the area. Kind of get your feet wet, and there'll be a lot of people around there that can answer questions that you have about different modes and stuff.
All right, Frank.
And another thing, you're talking about nets. This Tuesday night coming up.
Oh yeah, Tuesday
at 8:00.
Please listen to this one, y'all.
I'm going to switch the 9-4 repeater over to the America Link Kansas City room. There's 2 clubs in Kansas City. They started a digital net, and it's a really great net. So hope to see everybody there on Tuesday night about 8:00. W1HAM. Back to you, Steve. Thanks for doing the net.
And I know, Kelly. There's one thing I'm glad you brought it up, because I forgot about that one, and I got to write that down. You said that's on the 9-4 repeater right now, and that's on digital mode, y'all. 600 off digital mode. 146 9-4. And this is the point I want to make, especially for Miss Joyce and for Jill. And if Susan's out there listening, and whoever other ladies we have out there, this and that Kelly is talking about, anybody can check in. Now, don't get me wrong, but this is especially put together by 2 young ladies to bring out the ladies in radio so that they can sit down and have a good time. So I want to make sure that you know that, and it's iterated to that this is a ladies' net initially, but anybody is welcome to check in. So if we can get you ladies someplace to just sit down and I can listen to you and get a new recipe to take to my wife so you can cook me dinner, it'd be great. So anyway, I just want to make sure I got that. Did I get all that, Kelly, on that one?
Oh yeah, you covered it good. And as far as them two ladies go, they're both from different amateur radio clubs in that area, and they're actually both presidents of their club. So yeah, they got a lot going on, and I hope people support them. And it's the America Link Kansas City room. So anybody's able to get on that 9-4 repeater and access it, change the channel, and then, you know. But yeah, but it's a good deal. Check it out and support them ladies.
Yeah, next week after Tuesday, because Tuesday, this is what I'm going to do for them. They're trying so hard, y'all. We're going to be streaming at 8 o'clock here on Tuesday night, and we're going to stream their net through. And I'm just probably going to sit here and smile at you and look ugly and that kind of thing, ladies. And I know you'll just get a good kick and laugh out of it. But I really want you to take and be able to enjoy. And I want to draw a lot of attention to this, like Kelly, because this is important so we can give our lady friends a definite place to go. And that's why I see it that way. So anyway, thanks, Kelly. Appreciate it. And what I'm going to do next is just come right on in. How about at Cedar County? Bring it in here. KD0JNQ. Okay, we got made it through Cedar County. How about at Muscatine County? You in there? KD0JNQ. Let's go. All right, made it through Muscatine. Now let's head right on down and let's hit Rock Island County. How about at Rock Island County? Make bring it on in, Frank, if you're there. KD0J.
Biz, November 9, Delta, India, Zulu, Frank, East Moline. No traffic. Good evening, Steve. Running solo tonight.
Okay. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. And tell I'm never very organized. How about it? Do we have any other Rock Island County check-ins? KD0JNQ. All right, looks like we've made it through Rock Island County. How about it, Henry County? Henry County, Illinois, bring it in. All right, we've made it through Henry County, and I'm going to tell you what, I'm still proud of everybody who's here, and I'm so thankful that we just can do this, and it's just awesome. So anyway, here's what we're going to do. We're going to go right on back up here, and I'm going to just start. I'm going to go to Frank, and I'm just going to get with Frank, and we'll get over and get Rock Island taken care of, and have him come on in here. Come on in, Frank. How in the world are you doing? KD0JNQ. It's all about you. Let's go.
80JNQ, this is N9DIZ. I think I've got the same thing going on you're battling with. I got this cough that goes on. Just can't quite get rid of it. Kind of sucks. Sooner or later, I'll get rid of it, and we'll be able to chat a little bit more. So, other than that, just dreading going back to work in the cold tomorrow morning. So, 7-3s, everybody. Have a great week. N9DIZ, clear.
Okay, Frank. Thanks for coming in. You tell Jill hello when she gets home. All right, next. We're going to just go from there. And I think we got Pat all taken care of. If we got you taken care of, Pat, bring it in, man. KD0JNQ. How was your week other than a little cold and icy, at least down this way?
KD0JNQ, KD0GVB. Oh, it was just fine, Steve. Got a lot accomplished, and working the winter heat contest, just having fun, and doing well. Battled, I was sick over the holidays, but we're coming out of that now, so Everything's good here, Steve. Thanks for hosting, and I'll turn it back to you. KD0 GVB. We're going to clear 73s, everybody.
All right. Thanks a lot, Pat. Appreciate you coming in. There's one other thing I need to ask because we're going to get started with it again, y'all. And it's something I used to do at the beginning of the net all the time and just announce that there'd be a question of the week. It doesn't have to be ham related. Who knows? It could be fishing related. It could be needle related. It could be cooking. It could be anything it could be fur jackets or anything that a woman would love to have. Diamonds. We could talk about diamonds, or we could talk about something like coal. Who knows what we could talk about? But be ready for that because we are going to get back to it, and I'm going to think about it through the week, and I'll write my question of the day up on here. So that's just to let you know that's coming. Okay, Kelly. W1HAM. Hey, how in the world are you doing? Is there any more that you got, or did we get through everything?
Everything's going great. Continuing to enjoy HF Radio. I hope everybody gets their license upgraded someday and they can get down there on them lower bands. It's a lot of fun. And hell, I don't know what else to say. I'm just sitting here enjoying the net. So back to you, Steve, and 73s, everyone.
All right, Kelly. Thanks a lot, man. I really appreciate you just coming here and just checking in. It's awesome to know that we have people even up in Clinton that enjoy coming in and listening to Davenport. All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we're going to go next to see if Matt is here yet. If he is, well, we can get a comment. If not, well, then we'll give him about 3 or 4 seconds, and then we'll key it back up and bring it on to Joyce. KE0SAW is all about you. How in the world's your week, man? Let's go. All right, looks like Matt's gone. So what we'll do next is we'll come to Joyce, KF0ITI. You there, young lady? Bring it on in. How in the world's your week? KD0JNQ.
KF0ITI. Just not much to say, but just noticing how nice it is to be able to go outside the door and not have to plow through the snow and plow through all the things and but I'm enjoying a little bit milder weather. That's it.
Well, all right. Thanks for coming in, young lady. And gosh, we'll look forward to hearing from you next week. And having a grand old time. Hopefully this week goes the same because I know I'm enjoying it, but I know we need that cold too to kill the bugs and I don't know what else it would kill like on the antenna. I probably need to figure out what good that does for my antenna. It sure doesn't work half of the time. So anyway, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Coming next, we're gonna hit Mr. Mitt N1AWB Alpha Whiskey Bravo. Bring it in, my friend. How in the world are you doing? KD0JNQ. Let's go.
Thank you, Steve. Going well. We've had a good weekend here and a good week. My youngest son and his friends set a school record in the 200 free relay for in the swimming world, and also won a big invitational meet up in Dubuque. So we've had a lot of fun this week. Otherwise, family and work are well, and we're just getting set to reload for next week. So with that, I'll turn things back to you, Steve. This is November 1 Alpha Whiskey Bravo, standing clear.
And 2 a.m.
Oh, right. Okay. Thanks for coming in, Matt. Appreciate it. In 2 a.m., Kevin. All right. We're just going to let him go just for a minute. At least get checked in and whatever else he's got. Go ahead, Kevin. It's all about you. KD0JNQ.
Hi, Steve. Sorry to kind of intrude and whatnot, but I was just texting with Mr. Tim. And I don't know for sure because I didn't get here in time. But I think there's been something that has not been mentioned that needs to be mentioned. And I'll just throw the question out. Steve, did you make any announcement about Mr. Dave, WA0YSO?
No, the WYSO. I was going to wait until we got through the check-ins. You go ahead and take care of that one now. That one kind of hit me hard. I just found out about it about a half hour, well, about an hour before we started. Half hour before we started.
Oh, Steve, that's kind of tough throwing it on me. I'm not able to carry that load the best.
Okay, I'll do it.
But
I'll do it.
Just sad news. Lost Dave, WA0YSO, or David. He was our Hamfest chairman there with Kelly a few years back, and had done the net on the 8-8. Got some good memories of Dave, but anyway, he just recently passed on us. Visitation is tomorrow night out at Durant. It was on Facebook. As far as the times, funeral arrangements are on Tuesday, and that's about all I can handle there, Steve. Because big hole and 2 a.m.
That's okay, Kevin. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do it that way. And ladies and gentlemen, that one kind of hit me hard, and too. So Dave was a really cool dude. He came in here every once in a while, and gosh, we've been through a lot too. I got to know him pretty decent. What we're going to do right now, since Kevin brought it up, we're just going to take about we're going to take 10 seconds. I'm going to count to 10, and we're going to leave a silent key for him right now because Dave's going to be a missed one. Here it is. All right. Got that taken care of. What I'm going to do next is I'm going to call on John here, and you said that information was on Facebook. I'm hoping that's the Radio Club page, and I'll look that up while John's coming in here. Hey, John, can you bring it on in? KD0JNQ. By you. KF0FDW. How in the world you been doing? KD0JNQ.
Yeah, Steve, been doing all right. Just dealing with the colder weather now, and chasing around our 2 dogs and some foster dogs that we foster to try to find them new homes. KF0FDW 73s to everyone.
All right, John, thanks a lot. And hopefully those dogs, they'll be top notch for you, man. Yep, hopefully they'll be cool. Let's see. How about it, Brandon? KD9LOB, you there yet? All right, we'll just go right on into John N0RHS. I think he may be gone too. If you're there, John, bring it in. KD0JNQ. Okay, it looks like John's gone. So what we'll do next is go right on in to see if Mike's here. AE0IT. Bring it in. Are you still here, Mike? All right.
KD0JNQ, AE0IT here, batting cleanup. Hey, I got to get to Clinton here shortly, but all is going good with me on this end. It is sad to hear about Dave, and you're right, he will be missed. He was a character in some of these meetings, and I do know he loved the Hamfest, and yeah, it's going to be a dent in the club for sure. So back to you, Steve. KD0JNQ. Have a great week. Talk to you soon. AE0IT. I'll be clear.
All right. Thanks for coming in, Mike. Really appreciate it. And looking for the Davenport hand of Davenport, and I can't find that goofy thing. Let's see. Anyway, thank you very much for coming in, and we appreciate it. And we'll move on from there. Do we have any late check-ins? Anybody who wants to check in late, bring it on in. KD0JNQ. It's all about you. And I've got this other information. So once we get done here, we'll get that information here in a minute. All right, looks like we've got everybody. So here's what I want to do. I'm just gonna take and Mr. YSO David of Bettendorf, Iowa, passed away Wednesday, January 4th. At the hospice house. I didn't know he was there. A visitation will be held from 5 to 7 p.m. Monday, January 9th, 2023 at Bentley Funeral Home, Durant. A funeral service will be held at 10:30 a.m. Tuesday, January 10th, 2023 at the funeral home. So that visitation is going to be tomorrow, which is 5 to 7, y'all. So if you can make it to the Bentley Funeral Home in Durant, that's Bentley, Bentley, in Durant, between 5 and 7, that'll be the visitation. And then the funeral will be at 10:30 on Tuesday, January 10th, at the funeral home. So thank you, Kevin, for bringing that in. Thank you. It was strongly appreciated. And again, is there any other late check-ins? KD0JNQ. And one other comment I'd like to make about this is you'll want to go and check the website, the web page. Yeah, especially if you and Dave were friends. There's an awesome little keepsake here. It looks like it's 16 minutes. It must be pictures and that kind of thing, and a little more to read. So you can go see that too, and leave what you need for memorial, and sign the guest book and that kind of thing. So what we're going to do is say thank you for. Oh, is there any swap and trade material out there? Anybody got anything they want to buy, sell, trade, throw at Steve? Bring it on in. KD0JNQ. All right, we made it by that one. I want to thank you for coming in. And we'll look forward to hearing from you next week. We'll return the repeater back to its regular intended use. Thank you and have a nice day. KD0JNQ, may your week be blessed. Goodbye. Y'all, yeah, I need you to forgive me on how I did this. I wanted to do it a little bit differently, and I didn't. And I learned a lesson. Instead of doing it that way, well, we're going to do it a little bit differently every time. So anyway, thank you very much for just your patience with me and keeping it that way. Let's see, what do we got next? I think that's all. I want to thank you all for coming on in here and being a part of the YouTube experience. I want you to take and write this down, okay? It's going to be the BSA radio. If you come here and you can't find this, that's going to be the new name of the page I want to set up, okay? And that way everybody will know. I can broadcast it over the air that we're at BSA radio. And I'm going to do that here probably tonight. y'all still have my this page because I'll be using it for other things, but just for 2 meter experience and for anything radio, I'll also post other things on there too, little videos and that kind of thing. But we're gonna change the name that way. Everybody will know, and I can maybe advertise in other places, or at least let people know that we do this every week. And I'm trying to find a way to also make it audio. So I would like to go to something like Zoom, or there was a UStream program I used to use with Pal Talk, and I would like to use it. That way we can get you in there, and like at the end of the net now, we can open it up to a roundtable discussion, and also talk to some of you guys about ham radio and what it's all about. Um, in for the 5 people that are here, that's what the question of the day next week is going to be. What would it's going to be? What would you like to learn on the question of the day? Okay, what would you like to learn on the question of the day? And I got it written down here. That way we can get that taken care of. What would you like to learn on the question of the day? And there's going to be a lot of changes in all kinds of life because we're advancing in technology as human beings and that kind of thing. And Frank, tell Jill I'll try to really get organized. But with those changes that are going to come even to radio, um, my request is that you walk in with an open mind. There's a few things I know people are interested in doing in the radio club, and that's things like Echo Link. Kelly talks about what he wants to do with the wires, and a few other things that people have ideas on to help the club grow in what it gets involved in. In people advancing their license, upgrading, and that kind of thing. Let's take and just in find ways to encourage us to be open minded so we can move on and keep radio going because found here and expect you know what I got here monkeying around with whatever you can monkey around with. Um, Ham radio people have always been the cutting edge of communications technology. Doesn't matter if it's the new the new let me get rid of this thing. It's hard and I need to get a cough drop. Um it doesn't matter if it's computer. It doesn't matter what it is. Because everybody we're trying to appeal to younger people, help ham radio grow. Younger people are computer people, so we have to be involved in the computer. Some of the older people are packet 31, I think is what it was. Nobody ever talks about it anymore. But and there's others that just like to get on the old CB radio and talk. We got radio people that will probably find this in all kinds of ways. And so my request is just that we would be open-minded radio operators to find out how to make all communication modes, even if it's YouTube, um, Pal Talk, Second Life, all kinds of different types of communications that we can be involved in. There's no reason why we can't get involved in it all. It, and it's not just one person getting involved in it all. It's if there's like me that's interested in communicating through Pal Talk. There's some ham radio rooms in there, chat rooms, and some CB radio and stuff. I know some people aren't into that, but those rooms are there. People like to use them. There's a lot of people in them. And we could learn to communicate that way and do that for our youth so they can set up things to that nature and communicate. Wires, even D Star and DMR, as much as I haven't really been involved with either one, they have their ways of being able to give even our youth a place to go communicate. And we need to do something because people are running in the wrong direction, especially with our youth, in taking their youthship away. I'm just going to put it in a Steve way of frame of mind. We need to get them away from things like video games and get them into things that help them communicate. Find a way to take and keep their selves busy, especially in maybe building antennas. Maybe we could get a radio company back like Keith Kid or something to that nature where they can build their own radios. That'd be really awesome, you know? Um, so these are the things that we as just operators need to really think about on how we're going to advance the hobby, if you want to call it that, or the passion, as I want to call it. Because to be a radio communicator anymore, you have to have a passion for it and help it keep growing. And in Big Steve's America, that's what my plan is to find out how to keep it going. And I haven't done very well with it at all. It's been a hard, tough year on me, but it's time to sit down here and start speaking up. It's time to find ways to keep us moving forward in morality than stopping and not having anything. And that's just the way I see things like some video games and that kind of thing. So, anyway, I hope you don't mind me with my spiel and my soapbox. I want to encourage anybody with a fusion radio out of the five people who are here that you would take and experiment with the fusion system. Okay? That you'd push the button and that you would get on the computer and that you would find those people that you would want to communicate with. I also want to encourage you to download Echolink on your computer or on your phone. I would prefer that you do it on both. That you can sit down here at home and just get into it. Um, Man, this makes it real interesting because I think I want to take and find a way to be able to sit down and maybe bring Echolink in and show it on Minicam so we can all sit down and just at least learn to navigate through it because it's a new way of communications. And you would find, especially, one person was saying, uh, like me when I was gone the last 2 weeks, I was in Cambridge and once out in Marshalltown. I could have did the net from there without worrying about failing to make it home on time. Okay. And I just never thought about it until that person made that comment. And I could set up my laptop computer. You could do that. Say you want to just sit down and echo link your grandchildren or your child or your wife. And well, I don't know if you could do that on Echolink, but if you were husband and wife, you could have just a time to talk and that kind of thing and enjoy radio. Enjoy ham radio communications, whatever it may be, whatever mode, whatever you use. So, what I want to do is I want to thank you all for listening to my spiel because I think it's pretty cool. Nobody has left. There's five people here tonight, and nobody has left. So, thank you for coming through. Appreciate it. We'll look forward to hearing from you next week. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to take this little guy here. I'm going to close Facebook there. I'm going to end the stream and we'll talk to you next week. Thank you for coming through. KD0JNQ, Davenport, Iowa, 7-3. It was all about you. Good day.